and see if I can hopefully try and ingrain some of what Philly said immediately into my play. But if I had to guess, it might take a few games of cast, try and force it in there. 4 minutes 16 seconds sounds good to me. Now, oh, and the game is paused too. Perfect. I can talk about the teams. We have Lash, Drifter, Haze, Mina, Ivy, and Silver. So I'm looking at this team comp, and I see Haze, I see Lash, I see Drifter, and I can see these as three amazing pit characters. Drifter's looking to hunt alone. Haze is looking to jump on somebody, knife and ult them. So I think this team really wants to go into the jungle, like big invade jungle, and look for these picks on the enemy who's trying to farm. This is definitely more of a pick comp over a team fight comp. You want to get 1 or 2 picks before going to the objectives. It looks like right here we have Haze is jumping on this Billy and the Mina jumping on the Billy too. They are going in and they are going to try and skirmish this out. Neither one really looking to get out, except the Haze is looking to walk out. And it seems like after all this, the trade will go positive for the Hidden King, and they're going to walk out of this fight and go back in on this Billy, and they're diving straight for the Shiv. Shiv is low, will get the Love Bite proc, and they go for the Rake. The Rake does not kill, and it has Love Bites, but Shiv is out of there, staying alive. Anyway, so if we look on this Archmother side, Abrams, Warden, Shiv, Billy, Dynamo, Victor. That is a very frontline comp. If I'm looking at this, it looks like we have Billy is jumping on this Mina. The Mina does get the Love Bite proc. Mina is low, and they will fall to the Billy. And anyways, so that is a very frontliney comp, but with the Warden and Dynamo, I don't know if they have a lot of movement other than the Billy. I think they're definitely looking to farm that Victor, definitely looking for these team fights. I think this comp is definitely wants to look more for these rift fights and try and jump on those rather than look for these one-off picks, especially with maybe the lack of mobility some of these characters may have over the Hidden King side. And the Hidden King is going for the Dynamo, and the Dynamo was not able to find an escape route. An amazing kill from that Ivy and Silver. So yeah, I think overall Hidden King is looking for more of a pick play style, and the Archmother is definitely looking for more of a team fight play style and trying to get ahead. Both teams obviously really want to get ahead, try and keep this tempo, but Hidden King is definitely going to look more for tempo, and Archmother is definitely going to look more for objectives. Is the way I'm reading this right now, but we'll see as the game goes on. And this Hidden King is trying to take on this Billy. Mina is on this Billy, and the Mina's out there fast looking for an escape route with that Sanguine retreat, and it seems like they will find their escape out. Over on this left side, looks like we have some nice farming going on, trying to keep up this wave management. Jumping on this Abrams, but getting locked down by getting caged. Going for the rend on the Abrams. Abrams is low. Does Lash have the slam? Lash does not, but the gun damage may just be too much for this Abrams, and the slam down does come through. And they double parry, the Warden double parries them. And the double parries them, will it be enough? And it will not be as they go for the melees and the rend. He did not have a Scage up to hold them down. But it seems like they are not going to go on a full hunt with Drifter missing that TP. They do not want to risk all that Guardian damage while being low health. Finding Warden. Sorry, misspoke the name. Gotta remember all these. Abrams is coming in. He does have the Siphon. He does have that shoulder charge going in for a melee. Drifter could have parried. Drifter goes into the melee, and Drifter will fall to the Abrams. Siphon like shoulder charge. Lash, Shiv was gonna roam, but seems to be trying to get back. Looking on this Mina, who's trying to get some pop shots off. And the Lash is nearby, but Shiv is gonna manage to use that movement to get out just fine. Billy here, the Haze on their tier 1, looking for it, but the Haze finishes at tier 1 and is just gonna walk out safely with that extra souls. I'd love to see this Hidden King side looking for more of this tempo. Haze is going to be their M1 for the game, and they really think it's more of a tempo M1 kind of game, especially with Haze being a fit character. I'd love to see Hidden King try and forcing more of these, pushing hard, forcing more of these fights in the laning phase, as we see over on this right lane, trying to push up into that tower, be the first one to take it so they can start having that Ivy roam. Victor is going in, but they are just going to back off. Shiv was looking for a roam, but did not seem to make it in time. Abrams is low, and Abrams will fall to the Drifter Lash. Drifter goes for the ult, but are they going to go and chase him down? I think not. I think they're gonna sit her under. Never mind, the Drifter does go to chase them down. Warden does not have an escape route, and Haze will come in and pull off the kill on the Warden. Mina being caught alone. This is Billy and the Shiv seeing the opportunity of Haze roaming to dive on this Mina and take them out. Haze is coming in from behind. Will Haze be able to make a play here? Is Haze gonna get caught themselves? Haze goes for the Slowing Axe. Haze has the dagger. Haze has their ult up. But the Billy will get away, and the Shiv just does too much damage. Shiv is going for that chase, hunting him down. The ult. Sorry. The killing blow coming in, not getting the kill, but Shiv will finish it off with a melee on the Haze. It looks like the Abrams and Warden are looking, and we're able to kill off this Lash under tower, going back to fixing up their own wave. So far this game state, the Archmother is 2k up. They are a very team fight e-comp. You might see them once this landing phase and try to group up, leaving the Victor and Warden to farm while the other 4 tries to play as a group. That could be a good win for them. The Warden going in for their last stand on this Drifter, getting off that binding ward, but it does not get the lockdown. He's going to back off and make his escape. Lash is low, and it looks like they are trying to hard push this tower. Do they want to go for a dive? No, they do not. But over in this mid lane, we have the three musketeers here looking on this Shiv. The stone form coming in and taking the stun, while the Rake comes in from that Mina to pull off the kill. Silver does have that Lycan curse going off, looking for this Dynamo, but the Dynamo will fall to the Drifter's gun. And Drifter is stacking all of those blood scent marks. It looks like over on this blue lane, Billy and Shiv are pushing, maybe looking to get some damage on this tower. Getting hit by the tower themselves, but it looks like they will get a little bit of damage, and this Billy is trying to find a way out after this Haze comes in with the Slowing Axe. Will Billy find his way out? It seems he will. Over on this right side, we got 3 Hidden King people on 2 Archmother, but this Mina does not want to commit this Mina is stuck alone as they didn't commit, but will escape. This Ivy coming in, this Billy coming in on this Ivy. Ivy's going all the way back into their jungle, maybe the wrong way. They're looking for an escape route. Will they find an escape route? And they grab off their ult, but the Binding Ward coming in, and the Binding Ward does not launch and lock them in place in time, and Ivy will be able to get their airdrop out of here. And it seems like with that airdrop, Ivy is coming in on this Haze, trying to help them escape, but the Haze was not able to find an escape route, and the hunt is on for this Ivy. The Shiv is going in. They have the stone form. Mina died. Wow, nice. And the Ivy will get hunted down by the Shiv, but the Shiv himself has no escape route here, and will fall to the Haze Drifter. There is 3 on this right. As we've been seeing, though, this Hidden King is looking for picks. We had the Haze in their jungle. We had Ivy ulting onto that Haze, and we have them looking for finding that Shiv alone, who was on the Ivy. I think this is the gameplay we want to see from this Hidden King. This is definitely a pick-oriented team here. I don't know how good of a team fight they will have compared to this Archmother, but if they keep grabbing these picks and getting up on this soul value, it could spell disaster for the Archmother. Drifter coming in with the Stalker's marked and his Ren and his gun coming straight in and killing the Abrams. But the Shiv does not want to let this be a 1 for a 0. They're going in for a 1 for a 1. But the Shiv does get that killing blow off on the Drifter. But this Lycan cursed Silver does get their bite off and was able to kill the Shiv.
I see Mina.
Anyways. Silver looking to deposit this urn. Wanting the extra souls it will give, especially while being ahead. You want to get this money, but with the Rift coming up, this could be time for the Archmother to shine. with this team. And it looks like you have Abram and Victor coming in, two amazing teamfight characters who just soak up damage like there is no tomorrow. And the aura of suffering is gonna take out this Mina, sharing that suffering, and it just seems to be too much to handle. And it seems like you have the entire Archmother team showing up. Victor is gonna go for a chase under, is going to grab this tower guardian while they grab this rift. I mean, the Archmother did what you want to see there. They mobilized their entire force over onto that rift, and they stayed on it, and they're able to get the kill on that Mina. I mean, that's just what you want to see from a team like this, who is so bulky that they can just stay in this confined area with them and hold it out. If I'm this Hidden King Town, we do see them over on this left side with this Ivy and Lash. They were looking in that jungle, but did not find anybody. Now they are just trying to farm their own jungle, get a little bit more souls before they look for their next pick. But Shiv does want to go in alone, thinking this Ivy's alone, but the entirety of this extremely mobile Hidden King team the extra people are able to show up. Drifter getting off his Stalker's mark on this Shiv, and the Shiv is looking for this Ivy, and the Shiv will fall while on the hunt for the Ivy. Flash is looking for a pick on this Abram, thinking he is alone, but it seems like the Warden is also there. Will this Mina and Lash be able to survive this 2v2? Abrams does have his Siphon Life going off, which means he will get all of that healing on this Lash. Vita here, having slowly kept all the Nakamodi's or Sanguine retreat for a small amount of time. Will they be able to get their love bites off on this Abrams? They do have, and they do not have their ult up, and neither does Lash. And over on the back, we do see this Dynamo coming forward. Will they be able to find an escape route, or are they going to get stuck in place by this Dynamo? And it seems like Mina will go over and Lash will go under, but both do manage to find an escape route through. But Dynamo is on the hunt for them, does not want to leave it up. Finally, seeing them cross that middle line, knowing it's a lot easier for the team to rotate, they do not continue. At this point, Mina does use their ult, looking on this Shiv, who only has a Billy with them with the rest of their team. The Lycan Curse is going in, looking for that disarm and looking for the jump, but does not get the kill on the Shiv. Instead, they're just going to take that tower and leave. Abrams is trying to look for this Ivy. There's 3 of the Archmother here, and they do have the Swelling Hex on him. He is low, and the Drifter Stalker mark comes in and gets the Rend and the Ivy, and the Drifter are able to send him back to the gray screen. He overextended, and that's what this team does. They prey on the overextended, they prey on the alone, and they're able to pull out the Abrams with no one else on their team dying. Mina looking on this Warden, who seems to be alone, instead seeing the Dynamo, but still want to go on them. They do know Mina is coming, and Warden will find a way out to get back to the Walker. But Mina is on the hunt for this Dynamo. Mina knows they are there. Do they go in on it, or do they back off? It seems like the Mina will try and go in on this Dynamo. Dynamo does use their Quantum Entanglement to try and dodge some of the effects, and the Mina and Lash will leave, finding their escape route. And it looks like the Slash, though, does want to set up. It looks like they might want to set up for these buffs coming in 15 seconds. Drifter falls to the Billy Shiv. Silver is there, but will it be enough to deter this Billy and Dynamo?
The Blue Walker is under attack.
It seems like Shiv will fall. And the buffs do come up, and Hayes gets it on the right side while also taking out the Victor's ult. Dynamo comes in for the ult of its own, but gets stunned out of it by Ivy Stoneform. But this is the entire Archmother team. Ivy is looking for escape while they're on the hunt, but Ivy will find that escape route, and Billy is going to take this urn. It is that 15-minute mark. There's another urn up, and that could give them the opportunity. Dynamo was on the wrong side of the map, and now do they have an escape route? They use their Quantum Entanglement. They have a little bit of stamina left, but Mina is on the chase, and it will fall to the Mina. They do hear this Victor on these doubles, but will they chase him? And the Victor does manage to hop over and into their walker, not wanting to be chased under, not wanting to chase him under walker. Then Mina will let him go, and Silver will finish off their doubles. This Billy is looking for this earned depot here, trying to get an extra soul advantage and bring back that soul lead. And he goes in with a Rising Ram bash down, double bash down. The Lash does have the Grand Slam coming through, but he will fall. And Billy will get the Soul Jar, which will give a casual 3k to this Arch Mother team. 2k. And it looks like they're going to try and go for this Walker, but Dynamo is down to this Haze, getting that pick off. And it seems like this Hidden King side, the Drifter is trying to stop them from grabbing this Walker. But it seems like the Billy does get stunned. And Drifter goes for a melee. He is still in Hex, but he does have that gun. He does have the Rend. And the Rend will slice straight through. And the Walker will stay. But it seems like using the distraction of everything going on, the Warden and Shiv are able to get out this mid Walker from under the Hidden King's nose after killing the Mina Ivy. Drifter knows Shiv is nearby, but does not know where. He thinks he's down in the pit, but he's not down in the pit. The Drifter seems to... Haze just going and getting some farm, trying to get that money up. We do want to see... Well, Haze does not have their ult up, but once we get that ult up again, we're probably going to see this Haze run straight into the enemy jungle, looking for some picks. I would love to see this Drifter and Haze maybe working together. Both people should really benefit from getting these picks. The Shiv, trying to get a pick of their own, sees the Lash going for that doubles, and decides to engage on him. But with doing so, he incurs the wrath of the Hidden King, who just has that better rotate between the Ivy, the Silver, the Haze, and the Lash. And the Lycan Curse will proc, and the Shiv will fall, but the Billy goes in with the bash under the Chain Gang, stopping all movement. And we do have the Lycan Curse still scratching at him, still going for these attacks, still going for these bites, still going for these jumps. But will the Billy win, or will they fall? And the Silver will fall to the Billy's Bat of Light melee, sending him back to the gray screen. And it seems like with that death, the Billy Dino are looking for us, but Billy does not get any blasted healing from this mid boss, so he is quite low. But the Hidden King does not seem to be the wiser. But they do not want about making it roar. The Hidden King team can rotate quite quickly, but this Victor does have his ult, and with the aura of suffering in this mid hit, it is a very advantageous position for this Victor to be. Ivy Stoneform coming in, but nobody comes in to grab the melee, and Ivy does get parried, and the Victor ult goes off, and the Ivy will fall to the Frankenstein monster in their shocking reanimation. And the Drifter will fall to the Dynamo's stomp. Kinetic Pulse, sorry.
York is under attack.
And it seems like Mina saw this going down and decided to get the a Walker of their own. But the Archmother side, seeing the Walker fall, says we gotta get 1-2. And they are looking for the Walker on this right side. Lash is get slowing Hex. Can we see someone go down? Shiv uses that decay, looking on that Lash. And the Walker is quite low. Are they gonna force this Walker with 3 Hidden King people here? And it seems like the Shiv wants to, but the Shiv is stuck in this. The Shiv is in this tunnel, right where he wants to be. We know Shiv with a Slice and Dice gets that refresh on it if he hits enough people. So he is looking to slice and dice.
Let's take out Abrams.
And it looks like they might be able to hold them off with there being, but there is 5 Archmother to 4 Hidden King. They gotta go for it sooner or later. Really going for that Rising Ram and looking to get some damage on this Walker. The Walker goes for the stop and really hits the bash down on it, taking out the Walker. Silver gets hit by that decay, and Shiv is going with that Slice and Dice, but the Slice and Dice misses the Silver. Not able to get any sort of cooldown reset, and the Silver will manage to find an escape route. If I am this Archmother team, though, I would be looking for more slowing hexes. You have the Lash, Haze, Mina, Ivy, Silver, and Drifter. Everyone has something in their kit that gets shut down by it, and they just did not buy any. And the Warden going for their last stand, trying to stop the to get this Amber Shrine. Lash going for an ult to try and pull them off, but does not pull anyone, not able to get a good lock on. Shiv using that slice and dice in that hallway to get that refresh and keep slicing and dicing. But Silver coming in with their jump and their blast fire, looking for these kills, and the Shiv will fall, and the Ivy gets that stone form slam. Abrams does get parried by the Drifter, and Drifter sends his mark on him, but the Drifter is gonna back off, not wanting to jump on this Drifter anymore. And while that's happening on the right, the Archmother gets the rest of the Hidden King Shrine on the left. And it seems like the Archmother side is gonna look for this tier 1 drop in 20 minutes. Drifter's going in, looking for a kill on this Abrams, dropping last reach. Billy going in for the chain gang, Ivy getting that stone form off. And the chain gang pulling him in, but the Billy gets parried, and the Billy will fall to the guns of this Ivy and Drifter.
Silver tracks down.
And it seems like Mina and Lash are looking to get a kill or two before they can escape. But this Dynamo is looking for an escape route. The Abrams was not able to find one, and they go for the Nox Nostra, taking out this Dynamo with no escape route found. While the tier 1 is dropped, there's only a 3k difference. If you see 1 or 2 good fights from this Hidden King side, we could see an entire change of pace in this game, and this Warden dropping to that Haze. Haze being the assassin we know of. That Warden was alone, and Haze managed to pick them off. This Hidden King team has a lot of picked characters here. I think they're really looking to try and stagger the Archmother side, because if once all 6 are back up, it becomes a lot harder for these characters to get this pick. And the Haze is the only one looking for this Urn Depot to stop, but the Haze does manage to get that depot off with the nice sleep and melee on this Shiv. What a masterclass in how to steal an Urn. I think this Archmother side really needs to... Hidden King side needs to... I do like the Siphon Bullets. I think this is a very tanky team comp. I think you need to find stuff that is meant for shutting down tanks. I'd like to see... I like the Siphon Bullets. Maybe we could see more tank bust. We have the tank busters from the Drifter and the Mina. Maybe we could see some more decays, some more anti-lifesteal coming out here with a Spirit Burn. We know this Victor, Shiv, and Abrams, even Warden to an extent, have a lot of healing going on. And anti-lifesteal could be a big help here, especially with the Victor and that Diffuser. Over in this mid, we see the Hidden Team trying to gear up for a fight, trying to have all 6 people look for 3. See if we can pick off a few people while the rest of their team is doing something else. And the Silvers, like in Curse, is able to jump on and kill the Dynamo. And the Billy does get slept and disarmed from this Silver. It looks like this Victor got that metal skin, but it is not enough to stop this Haze and Silver and Drifter from just shredding them with their guns and bullets and claws. And the Victor will fall. I mean, yeah, they're looking to get a 6-man fight here. They're looking for all 6 of them to be on a 2 or 3 of them like we saw here. They're trying to just group up and use numbers to their advantage, knowing that in a 6v6 team fight, that Archmother side just might have too much bulk for them. But as we see, the Hidden King is now up on money. They might be down tier 1 patron, but the game is not over yet. And there's never a reason to think it's over until the last HP of the patron falls and that death and that defeat or victory screen comes up. Looking here, we might have this Ivy Drifter trying to go on this Abram. This Billy is looking for a jump on them, but Mina goes for an ult, but the Billy does manage to get out, and the Nox Nostra does not go off in time.
I see Shiv. I want Shiv dead.
The Archmother, seeing the game plan of this Hidden King, instead decided to have all of their teams here. Billy going for that chain gang, pulling in the Drifter. Lash going for the Grand Slam, sending them all out towards that Mina. Abrams going up for the Seismic Impact, gets that slam down. And Dynamo does fall. Warden getting this last stand on, trying to pull the silver with that binding ward. And the silver will go down to this team, sending them back to the gray screen. Mina is low, does have that slowing hex, but does manage to escape. Mina does come back in, looking for some of these kills. Victor is quite low, but it seems like the haze will fall to the enemy. And Warden using that Fury Trance, looking to take a kill on this Lash. We have the Lash able to take out the Abrams, but will fall himself. Shiv, Mina is looking for an escape, and Shiv is on the hunt, using that DK as a guide of where they are. But the Mina is hidden. Will the Shiv find him? And the Shiv does see the Mina looking for it, but the Mina might just have their own escape route planned, and the Mina will manage to get out of this situation unscathed. That cannot be said though for the rest of that Hidden King team, all being sent, 3 of them being sent back to the gray screen, and will be at the gray screen during this mid-boss fight.
The rejuvenator is descending.
The Hidden King team not even attempting a contest here, knowing that they do not want to sit in that pit, even if it's a 5v3. They do not want to sit in the pit with that Victor. It is just never a good option. And it seems like the Drifter did get caught out by the Shiv Billy and will fall.
New York. Just try not to break me.
And it looks like they're raiding this base. They have the rejuice. They have the money. And the Hidden King is down 1 player. And they are just going to look for a base fell at this point. Mina going for an ult, trying to trying to stop some of them. Billy, Victor having his ult pop, having his shock reanimation popped in the middle of that pit. Lash going for the Grand Slam and sending him straight back down and into that pit. But Dynamo does have their Black Hole up, but will get stunned out of it by the Patron. That singularity of it will get stunned out by his Patron. And the Silver is looking for this Warden. But the Warden does have their last stand up on this haze, and Billy is on this haze as well. With that chain gang giving him a ton of resist. But the stone form from that Ivy going in, and the haze is getting chased all the way out, and the binding ward coming in, and the killing blow from the Shiv sends the haze back to the gray screen. After all is said and done though, the Arch Mother team was not able to close out the game with 4 of their people falling to only 2 of the Hidden King teams falling. What an amazing show of dominance from these characters. The Arch Mother team split up, and when there was a split, you could see them divide and conquer, taking out this Arch Mother team. Device. Okay. It looks now, this Archmother side is just, Archmother team is looking to just take space. Hidden King team knows that a 1 bad pick could cause this game to be over. So they're playing a little bit safer, a little bit closer to their spawn, a little bit more in rotation range of this Ashe, Ivy, Mina, Drifter, and Haze. Silver is pushing a little bit further forward, but will they get punished for it? I don't think they will. Abrams may not know they're there. And it looks like the Hidden King team is looking to group up on this middle wave.
Son of a bitch.
But the entire Archmother is close to that mid line. Their middle zip line. So maybe they do not want to. So they are prepared for any fight that comes in. But they do see Mina is alone. And Victor is looking for that Mina maybe.
Victor.
But it is instead going to be the Victor who might get caught out alone, as we see Mina coming in here, getting that Spirit Burn proc off, getting their Love Bites off, and getting that Rake off. Victor uses that Warp Stone. And it seems like with Victor being split up, the Abrams was able to get caught out instead, and the Abrams will not find an escape route in the middle of this Hidden King team. Shiv is going in looking for this Drifter on the hunt, but seeing this Ivy and Silver come in, might have realized he's out of his league for this hunt right here. But the Hunter will not become the hunted. The Hidden King does not want to get caught out by any potential bait. They're playing this safe and slowly they got their pick. They can get this urn. They can go and depot it, and they're gonna try and play this game a little bit slower. I think from here on out. I don't think they want to rush into any team fights where they don't know they have the numbers advantage. If they go into a coin flippy fight, it could be over for them. But that being said, they do have to take risks, because if they do not take risks, they will not be able to find an opening to kill the Archmother team. But it seems like if I'm this Hidden King team here, with my patron fall down, I'm waiting for this Rejuve to be up. The idea is that the Archmother just needs one kill, like you're going for on this Ivy, looking for the alone Ivy. He does not use the chain gang yet, but he used all these bash downs. Ivy going straight into the subway system, going up to the right, but Billy does have that Rising Ram bash down coming in. Will the Ivy fall? But the Silver does come in, and the chain gang comes out. But with the Aura of Suffering there, they have the Metal Skin. But Billy does get cursed, but Silver will fall. So is the Victor, but Victor does have that shocking reanimation up, so he does not truly fall. And now they are up 5-6, and Billy comes in with this bash down. And it seems like they are going to back out.
Professor,
This Archmother team did get forced in that fight, and as I was saying, the Archmother really needed to stay alive until this mid-boss. As well, if they get the mid-boss, that could transition them into winning the entire game. But if they lose a fight and the mid-boss isn't... If you lose the fight there anyways, it's over. But if you win the fight and mid-boss wasn't up, you were not going to achieve a whole lot. Because without mid-boss, it's going to be that harder to push in their base. Ivy does seem to show their face, maybe a little bit prematurely here, with the Billy going in on the Drifter. And Drifter does get caught out behind the enemy team, and Ivy will go down to this killing blow in the last stand. Victor taking this opportunity to get this mid-boss, but it does split up the Archmother team, and it is... Will they be able... The Archmother team does go back down into this pit. They'd rather fight with the rest of their team in this pit at the risk of rejuice. And the Shiv does want to fight in this hallway, though. We do know that Slice and Dice reset is what the Shiv is looking for, especially with that rage. And the Archmother side will get all 6 rejuves. They are up to with 6 rejuves here. This Archmother side is going to look for a wave, and it's going to push it straight in. After getting this Rift, of course. Why not? You have rejuves, you got people up, you can grab this Rift. You got 3 whole minutes of this rejuve. You can grab a little bit more pressure from this Rift wave, while the rest of your wave gets, while that middle wave gets fixed by your Abrams. It looks like they're going in. This is gonna be up. We are coming to the finale of this game. If the Hidden King wins here, the respawn timers might just be long enough for them to counter push and drop a patron. But if the Archmother team wins the fight here, the game is over. We're coming up to our final fight, or penultimate fight. As Abrams falls early. Now there's only 2 rejuves left. It is now an 8v6. Shiv is going on this Silver, and the Silver does get hit by this it does have unstop. Do they have the healing? And the Silver falls, but 2 of those rejuves, all 3 rejuves are down. It is now a 5v6 in that base. And the Haze, though, will fall. That big damage dealer, that 44k souls person. The Haze is gonna fall, but the Lash does have this ult up. It hits everybody and sends them straight into the pit. 2 all get cursed, and the Dynamo does have that ult up, but it seems like it will get cancelled. And the Ivy will fall to this killing blow, and it seems as if our game has come to a close. The Lash getting killed by this killing blow, and while the Shiv is cursed, it's only a matter of time before the Mina falls as well. And the game will end. Good game from this Archmother team.
All according to plan.
Let's have fun with advice. This game was close for almost all of the game. I think that the Archmother realized that they're trying to get picks, and the Hidden King maybe just didn't commit to the picks enough. But the Archmother was really able to win most of these team fights, as you saw. They won an early team fight, were able to get that rejuve and push for tier 1. They win the late team fights that allowed them to go for game. The only team fight they lost is when they went for a premature push to end early, and they had to back off. But overall, that game was really close. It didn't really seem like there was ever more than like maybe a 10k soul difference. Right here is the biggest soul difference. We had exactly 10k. But look at this. This soul difference stayed pretty even the entire time. This is when the patron dropped the first time, but the Hidden King did a good job to pull it back, and it was getting picks in this mid game. But since there was no major objectives up, the picks were just souls. But the Archmother side was ready to fight for this major objective. This Archmother team really was just the major objective fighting team with how much tank is between all 6 of these characters. Just what an insane game.